I'm here at a camping supply store in Hat Yai, and they've got everything here. And I got the last ingredient from my trip, an inflatable mattress, which without which you cannot sleep. Just the whole night is so uncomfortable. So, and they're giving me a lift to the bus station. So I've got my food, I've got my supplies, and of course I've got my kayak. So yeah, it's raining. It shouldn't be raining, but because it's the beginning of the dry season, but so it is. And yeah, I'm gonna go to the coast and stay at a hotel and then take it from there. The final ingredient I just had to get a bottle of Sangsong whiskey for the trip. So I'm now in the town of Satong and I'm completely set. I've got everything I need, water. The kayak is ready. And this river or canal is going to take me to the ocean, to the Andaman Ocean. So, and it's going to be high tide. So hopefully I'm going to be able to touch the water easily from this point here. Good morning. It's December 22, 7 a.m. in Thailand, and I'm ready to go. A little bit later than what I planned, but it's a beautiful morning on the river. The kayak is ready and prepped to go. Well, that was the first 3.5 hours from a river, and I've now reached. Oh, by the way, thank you, Nasaria, for the idea. Instead of wearing my Ray-Bans, I'm wearing Bogan sunglasses. They're much more practical. Yeah. Anyway, 3.5 hours out of a river, and now I've arrived at this little village on a beach. And unfortunately, I think there's rain coming. My aim is to go to another island, which is about another 3 or 4 hours kayak away. I can see it from here, but if it starts raining. Anyway, I need a break. Good fun. This sandbank just formed in front of me and became an island in front of me. And now, as you can see, I'm on foot dragging the kayak along the water, and the sand is really soft, so it's really hard. It just shows you how challenging the ocean is. It's always changing. I mean, this thing just wasn't here half an hour ago. It was just a little bit of grass sticking out there, those trees, and then it just popped out. And now I'm going to have to go kilometers around it. And hopefully I can still get to the island I was hoping to make camp at tonight. Oh man, that was hard. So I did a crossing. It was 3 hours, another crossing from my first crossing in the ocean. The tide was going south. The wind and the waves were going north. I was trying to cut through it, going west. Every stroke of the paddle was pain. It just took so long. It was really hard. I was zigzagging the whole way. Anyway, so landing, low tide is the enemy of all kayakers. Now I found this little guest house. Again, I'm the only one here as usual. Everyone else is in Phuket, paying 20 bucks for a drink in a bar. And I'm here at this little guest house, and it looks like they're gonna make me some nice fried fish for dinner, and yeah, good day. Good morning. Yesterday, when I was crossing here, it was very wavy, and even though I waterproof everything and I'm so careful, water has got into my main bag and it's hit the lightning bolt connector on my phone. On every trip I've done, I've lost at least one phone, and on this trip I don't have a spare phone. The salt water is just so hard to keep out, so now I've just double wrapped everything in plastic bags. I've got to be so careful. My phone's working, but it could be touch and go. There could be problems down the line. Without it, I can't navigate. So I'm going to be saving battery now. Everyone is fascinated by my kayak as usual. And they ask me where I go, and I go Ranong. They go, "Are you crazy?" There's a storm setting in. So the plan originally was to go now into the ocean, about 10-15 kilometers to an island, a very big one where there's only camping. But I've decided against it. I'm going the safe option, and the reason is every time I do a big crossing in Thailand, it just gets choppy, and that's when I'm just going to stick to the coast like I promised myself, like I promised my parents and anyone who wants me back. Whoa, so beautiful. Wow, that was just a hard day. 6.5 hours kayaking, 8 on the ocean, and I came across a bit of a dilemma again with the low tide. I had to carry the kayak again from the ocean up here, and I'm camping tonight. Not how I planned. This isn't my tent, but every single hotel in town is full. There's these little rooms here. It's peak season, it's peak of the peak. Anyway, so I'm sleeping in a tent, not bad, quite a nice spot. I mean, look at this, you can't complain. And they've even got a little power plug and a little fan in there for me. There's some very dark clouds in the sky. The weather forecast tells me there's a 66% chance of rain today. I don't like those odds, though it is beautiful. So it's day 3, and I guess the adrenaline rush and the excitement has worn off, and the pain has started to hit my body in different places. My eyes are really hurting, my wrists and my fingers, from so much activity, so much physical stress. I'm at the point I ask myself, why am I doing this? I could be at home comfortable. I don't know why I do it, but I just can't stop myself. It's always been like this with me. I'm always making things and doing things that are difficult. You know what's great about kayaking? When you take off and when you land, everything else is painful. This is low tide again. I've just stopped after 4.5 hours kayaking. Whoa. I've got to keep on moving so I don't get stuck here. I only covered about half of the distance I wanted to cover today. I've got a rash under both armpits. Every stroke is hurting. This is when the part of the trip where everything hurts, where the body is adjusting to 6 to 8 hours of exercise a day. It's very unpleasant. It's tiring. These tides and how low they go. Look at that. That was all, as I was coming into this river, this just materialized.
No.
Ah, thank you. This is Duck. I'm not going to forget her name. She owns the place. How nice is this? Oh, I was going to sleep on the beach if I didn't find this, or I don't know what I was going to do. And I've got this beautiful little bungalow 30 bucks a night, 30 Australian, like 20 US. Look at this. Whoa, I'm gonna have a shower. And I'm gonna see what's happening in my underarms because I'm so scared to look. I think it's bleeding. The Thais are just so amazing with food. Look what they've made me. I'm the only guest here and I just met the owner, this young lady. And look, she made me this shrimp fried rice, not like the Indonesian fried rice. This is pure goodness. And for dessert, this is something extra. This is made out of coconut jelly. Look at this flower arrangement. This is amazing and I bet you it's going to be delicious. Yesterday was a very painful day. It was hell. I think it's because I didn't sleep well in that tent. There was a bright light on top of me. But last night I slept like a baby in a nice little bungalow on a river, on a beach. And look at this, it's just a magical day. The ocean is calm. Oh wow, thank you very much. I'll try one. Kapung kap. Look at this. And look at this. I've gone from hell to heaven. All right, get stuck into this. This is peace. You can't get peace on soil because there's people everywhere. This is what peace sounds like. Nothing. Check this out. This is like Thailand Stonehenge. Naturally reoccurring, obviously. Just this weird rock formation, so beautiful. And there's this I'm at a very, very long beach and low tide again, just to give you a quick look. And the tide is still going out. What that means is that I cannot paddle and I cannot walk. So I have to basically I have to drag it on water, drag the kayak, and I've got 4 kilometers to do like this. On the kayak I could do 4 kilometers in 50 minutes. I think now walking like this is going to take me like 2 hours. Hardjaka. Man, that's what I'm calling this trip, low tide. Look at that. That low tide is about 1 kilometer. When I got here, there was 900 meters. Some guy, a fisherman, I offered him 10 bucks to help me carry. He came all the way here. Back-breaking work helped me. And then when I went to pay him, he refused. He just ran off. Oh, and look what's coming now. My little Christmas helper. Sawadee Kap. She's got me. Look at this beautiful room. $20 US a night. They've got me ice bucket, a Coca-Cola, kap kung kap.
And you pay?
Yeah, I'll pay you now. Thank you. Money, loy. These are the beautiful mangroves of southern Thailand. Forests that just grow in the middle of the Andaman Sea. They're so beautiful and peaceful, but I don't recommend going inside of them. I did once on my last trip, and I ended up covered in very, very stinging ants. Very, very poisonous stinging ants. It's just good to look at. Humans don't need to touch it. I'm on an island called Kolibong. This is just a fishing village. There's no tourists here again. I am in the peak season in Thailand. It's December 26th and I'm yet to see one foreigner because I'm going by sea and I'm the only one who travels by sea, obviously. Woo! That's a loud bird. This is what you call a rock star entry. There's a beautiful little camping ground here. Look at this. This is what it's all about. My underarms are chafing so badly. I know they're bleeding because I can see red spots under my. I'm gonna have to cut my fucking lifesaver. It's just not fitting right anymore. Anyway, here we are. One of these started scratching against my tent last night. I got the biggest fright. I thought someone was trying to break in to my tent. And yeah, it was a little bitty crab in a beautiful little shell. Okay, I'm getting closer to the part of Thailand where you've got these casts. The center of this is called Onang Bay. I can never pronounce it. But already here on the coast, I'm finding some really beautiful rock formations. So this is me. I pulled into this island called Koh Mook. Anyway, I'm going to take a day off tomorrow. Unfortunately, I can't continue. I've got some health problems. The ends of 2 or 3 of my fingertips are numb again. It's a leftover from Tibet for when I nearly got frostbites. And for some reason now they're freezing up again. And it's scary, and the worst thing of all is my rash. This is a rash vest. It's supposed to stop you from getting a rash, but it's given me a rash. On this side it stopped hurting, but on this side it's not good. It's just getting worse and worse every day. So I'm taking a day off tomorrow to let it heal a bit, and also to find there's a hospital here. I'm going to go and get some really strong bandages and get wrapped up to prevent the abrasions. I'm glad I'm not on the kayak now. So I'm here at the doctor's office in Koh Mook. Hello, doctor.
Hello.
And I've got another one. Yeah, this is to stop it getting worse and stop it getting really infected. And now I'm trying to get my life jacket fixed by a tailor. I've already gone to 2 tailors and they've said, no, machai, too hard. This is one of the coolest things. I'm inside a cave, inside a karst island. And it's an island that is just a tower and has no beach. So from the outside, all you see is rock and jungle. But I found this cool little castaway place and a little entrance. But I can't stay for long because the tide is rising and I could get stuck or it could get hard to get out. There's a million things that can go wrong. But fuck, what a cool place. Check this out. Look at this. I reckon, oh, there's a tent. Hello? There's a tent here. Oh well, I'm getting out of here before this guy eats me. Morning, rock stars. I've got my hot chockey and I've eaten my beans. I'm eating just for fuel, not for pleasure. So physical challenge, before I even start today's ocean crossing, I have to get over this reef at low tide. There is a channel there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start carrying this and then separately take my bags. There are some people here and they could offer to help, but this is all about independence. So I need to be able to do it all by myself without asking for help. If I'm offered help, I'll accept it, but if not, soldier on. Well, they didn't offer help, but halfway there was a jogger, a tourist, and he did offer me help. And look, here a channel has been cut through the reef, and that's going to allow me easy access to the ocean. Well, that was an interesting experience. I arrived at a beach that was in a national park. I'm in Koh Lanta, by the way, still alive after the sea crossing. And this guy comes running out to me and goes, ticket, why you not ticket? And he was a national park guy. And I said, fucking ticket. I said, dude, I'm just going to have a bit of water and have a piss and go on. And he's going, police, I got police. It's just 2 kinds of people in this world with authority. One, the little man who has nothing else and uses his authority to try to make a mark on the world, which he doesn't make. In other places I've gone, national park guys have come out, seen me coming, and helped me bring in the kayak and then give me lunch. Now, as far as campsites go, this is as good as you get. There's a shower here, and some dude in it. And look at this beach. There's a restaurant there where I ate today. And all these day trippers just come down from the north of Koh Lanta to spend the day at this beautiful beach. And I'm going to be the only one who spends the night here. So I'm all set. This has got to be some of the best kayaking conditions in the world. I'm on the coast of Koh Lanta, which is a very large island in the south of Thailand, and it's the 30th of January. And what I'm doing, I'm following in cove after cove. This is just an example of this beautiful beach straight out of, I guess, The Beach, the Leonardo DiCaprio movie. And yeah, I'm going to go for about 3 hours today. I'm going to stop at a little bit of a party town called Long Beach, where I'm going to spend New Year's. I don't know anyone there, and I'm about triple the age of the average backpacker, so I'm not sure how it's going to go, but... Well, I've arrived at my New Year's Eve destination. Beautiful beach. This is the hotel, and this no longer called Darashi.
No, Dalavadi.
So you don't honor the booking.
yeah.
You have to pay for the room too again. Because you didn't get the money. When did you take over this hotel? How long ago? When changed name?
Oh. This 1 December.
1 December. Okay, so not do the update. So anyway, this is the hotel, and I've had to pay for the room 1,000 baht again, and there's another guy with the same problem. And booking, you're going to give me a refund, you bastards. Right, well, it took a bit of convincing from the owner, and I had to pay twice for the room, but I'm going to have my word with booking.com when I get home. Anyway, this is my New Year's Eve digs, and I'm just going to stay here for 2 nights. And yeah, a bit corny, but there's a pool and there's aircon and it seems clean enough. And Happy New Year, motherfuckers. The conditions today are just so perfect. The water is, to risk a cliche, flat as a lake. Look at this nasty thing. Oh my God. There's 2 of them. They are very big jellyfish. There's thousands, millions of them around, and they are one of the biggest risks to kayakers, because what happens is that you pick them up with your oar, not even knowing. They're in there, they slide down, and then they sting you. The last time I got stung by one, I was in Malaysia 20 years ago something. I ended up in hospital on a morphine drip. It's that painful. If it happens to me out here, I don't know what would happen. I'd have to go to shore and piss on my wound or whatever you do. It would pretty much be the end of this trip. But that's the benign kind of dangers of the ocean. It's not sharks or tsunamis. It's things like the wind and jellyfish that end up doing you in. Oh, here's another one. Oh my God, that looks bloody mean. I've got to get to the other side of that mountain today, where I'm staying at a guest house on the river. Let's call it a river house. This is as beautiful as you get. Look at this. This is just a giant lagoon between islands. No one here but me. People just fight for, I guess, sunbeds in Europe and for just space on the beach. And in Bali as well, you know, people pay hundreds of dollars to sit in a daybed at a beach club or pool club. You know, that's life, but look at this. And this is all free. Well, a kayak cost me a couple of grand. Whoa. It's so hard to film while paddling, it's impossible. You need 2 hands to paddle. And as soon as I start filming, I start drifting in any direction, apart from the direction I want to go. And I'm stuck in the forest. This is where I'm staying tonight. Check out my bedroom. This is where I'm staying tonight. Oh, it's so cute. Look at this little concept. No aircon. But I've got my own bathroom. And this is about 20 US a night. This is a beautiful camping ground run by a family. I stayed here last year, and what they do is they bring a little mattress and mosquito nets and blankets and pillows, so I don't have to sleep in my tent. I sleep very comfortably here, and I have this amazing view. I'm much happier here than I was on the touristy islands. I don't know, tourists are just... I mean, I've worked in the travel industry all my life, but, well, not industry, writing about it, but it's just, tourists just piss me off now. I don't know what it is about them. I used to have fun as one, but now they just piss me off. So I just did a 2-hour kayak around a big bay, and now I'm going into Anang. Sorry, that was a 2-hour ocean crossing. I'm going into Anang Bay and the world famous Riley Beach. And there's a lot of traffic here. Most speedboats are considerate, but one arsehole just went very close to me. He could have gone around me. He could have gone behind me, but he chose to go in front of me. And look, all good, but you know, one little accident out here and I'm fucked. Anyway, now the scenery is going to get bloody amazing, absolutely incredible, and I'm going to see other day kayakers. Hello. Goodbye. And I'm in the bay now. As you can see, the scenery is very, very dramatic. Stupid tourist! Stupid tourist trying to walk on water. It's going to be too deep. Wait until the tide comes in a bit. Stupid tourist. See, stupid tourists don't know about tides. Whereas I have kind of, now I'm the tide master. I'd say that's fair. Tide master. This is my final installation of my cooking class on the sea. As you see, you have pita bread, a bit of mayo and tuna. This is pure energy and keeps me going. This is Kong Island and I'm going into a tourist trap. There's going to be 1,000, I don't know, 5,000 tourists in here because there's a lagoon inside. Look at all these boats lined up. Whoa. So I've got this beach to myself, and this is just the first row of boats you can see here. There are 200 or 300 boats, and they're all the tourists are congregated on that beach, and none are here because there's that rock in the way, and the stupid tourists can't get through. So beautiful. This is paradise. This is just perfect. I've got a big day today, 25 kilometers, and there's rain scheduled for midday. So I'm going to be put off for about an hour or two. So I just did 20 kilometers, 4 hours with a half-hour break. Man, it's hot. It's so hot. When it's overcast, it's half as easy. Well, when it's sunny, it's twice as hard. I'm so exhausted. And I have a banana shake now, and I still have another hour or two to go to where I make camp tonight. The good news is I found a beautiful place to stay for the night. I am going to put my tent right there. This dude from Burma said I could. Didn't even ask for any money, but I'll throw him 100 anyway. 100 baht, not 100 bucks. And the bad news is that my rash has come back. The pain is excruciating. Oh, it's one side. Oh. Survival kit. It's the last day. This is day 18, and yeah, I've had enough. I've got between 2 and 4 hours to get to Phuket, see how it goes, and get home safe and sound. I've stopped off at this little pleasure island for day trippers, and I've got a stowaway. Look at this. Hello, you can't, someone's left you here, but I'm sorry, you can't come with me. I've got no food to give you. Hey, you can't stay in here. I'm sorry, you have to stay in your little island. Robinson Crusoe, cat. It's a lot rougher than I would want it to be. This is the roughest I've dealt with yet. 2 more hours until I finish. It's a calculated risk, but the good thing is that there's lots of boats around in case an emergency happens. You see that behind me? That's a passenger speedboat, and I just did a 3-hour crossing from Koh Nao Yai Island, and the seas were pretty choppy, up to 2 meter swell, but that's fine, you know, you just got to stay calm and go with it. And the waves were going, the swell was going my way, so it made me go a lot faster. But these speedboats, man, so I was in a speedboat road or lane or whatever you call it, and can they see me or can I not? Because I'm very down low and maybe it's hard to see me, but there was a massive catamaran coming right at me. When I soon as see them, I go out of my way to avoid them. Every time I moved, this motherfucker just corrected course straight into me, and I know what he was doing. He wanted to show off to his customers, and it's not possible that he didn't see me. He just wanted to get a closer look. Oh, who's this guy out kayaking? No one else does this. And the clients would get a nice look. At one stage I looked up, and remember, I'm really down low, and maybe 50 or 100 meters away is something that looks about 30 meters high coming at me at about 50 kilometers an hour in the sea. And I'm waving my paddle, I'm blowing my whistle, and finally he slows down and go around, and all the tourists wave. And I'm like, fuck you, motherfucker! And they're like, you can see their faces drop. Anyway, I'm about half an hour from the end of my destination. Let's call this a victory lap. Well, I've finished. I met these nice people, and oh my god, cold water. And look what else he gave me. He brought me a snack. The ocean brings out the best in people and the worst in people. I just tried to get off with my kayak there, and they refused to let me on. And they said, no, if you go there, we'll call the police. And these people are so different. I mean, who cares if I bring my kayak up? And these people are just really nice, and it's just affirmed my belief in humanity that they're 50% beautiful people and 50% cunt.